I don't need powder or anything. All right. All right. We're going to give it a minute, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and start the show. Oh, it's a good morning. Friday. How you guys feeling about Friday? Weekend's here. Man, what are you guys doing for the weekend? Anything good? Now, I hope me and my wife do something. Better yet, we are going to do something. How about that? Just made up my mind. All right, guys, welcome back to the show where we track down, body snatch, and react to some of the wildest videos I could find on the internet. So whether you like it, love it, or hate it, we're going to react to it. Let's get after it. Hey, there's animals in them trees there, man. Hey, you can call me a tree hugger if you want, but I don't think we should be devastating our forests like we do. I don't think we should be doing anything to nature like the way we do nature, man.
Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up because it's one of
Pull that video up because it's one of my favorite videos.
my favorite.
This is the United States of America, most powerful country on this planet. And it's not because we have more money or we're better looking. No, it's because we have something in this country they don't have in other countries. That's right. I'm talking about rednecks.
Yep.
Good old
Yes, sir. Yeah, rednecks in our country.
boys with an arsenal in their basement that have been waiting for just such an occasion since 1775. Oh, believe me, foreign troops land in the South. There'll be a line of pickup trucks and NASCARs heading down I-95. Marines will show up 3 hours later, nothing but beer cans and shotgun shells. What the hell happened
Laying everywhere, huh?
here? War's over, baby!
Have you ever wondered why some animals
Man, this is absolutely disgusting. I seen this. I started to watch it earlier, and it was I just couldn't stomach it. Honestly, I'm gonna try and watch it right now, but
blow up after death just like this? When an elephant dies, its thick skin keeps scavengers away, so the body just sits in the heat, swelling up
oh god.
for weeks. Eventually, gas builds up so much that even the smallest tear can set off a very stinky explosion just like this. Next, we have the hippopotamus. After death, gases build up inside its body and causes it to float on the water. At this point, it's just a ticking time bomb, and any little tear can set off a violent explosion.
So don't eat that.
Finally, we have the whale.
Bro. That thing just was gnawing on that thing. And it got it got exploded on that pass. Dude, that was disgusting.
When a whale dies and washes ashore, it starts to rot from the inside out, and gases build up inside until the pressure is off the charts. If someone pokes it or even gets too close, it can explode with enough force to launch guts and blubber dozens of feet into the air. So,
Have you ever noticed something? Why is a massive amount of
Damn it, dude. Oh god, that was disgusting. I need a second, man. My stomach is about to I'm about to blow chunks right now. No, I don't got a dog named Chunks.
Have you ever noticed something? Why is a massive amount of water suddenly sprayed beneath a rocket right before it launches into the sky? Many people think it's to cool down the engines or to keep the fire under control, but that's not the full reason. Actually, during every launch, terrifying sound waves are produced. The sound energy from a rocket's engines is so powerful that it can damage nearby buildings or even affect the rocket's...
The sound of these engines can damage the neighborhood surrounding it. That's got to be pretty intense, right? Just the sound of that rocket just
own structure. That's why, within just 41 seconds of the launch, nearly 2 million liters of water are sprayed over the launch pad, exactly at the moment the engines ignite. This water creates a protective layer that absorbs about 97.5% of that intense sound, keeping both of the launch pad and the rocket safe. Would you dare to ride a rocket? Type yes or no below.
let me know in the comments if you guys would ride on a rocket to outer space. We've actually had this conversation with the wife, and I would, she wouldn't. And I really, honestly, think the only reason why I would is because I'm only leaving behind junk. You know what I mean? This earth is trash now. Not all of it. There are some very beautiful places still, but they're diminishing quick.
Melting ice in Greenland has revealed the remains of a forgotten Viking settlement. Wooden beams, tools, and rune stones lie frozen in place, preserved for nearly 1,000 years.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but that would be sick if they just found that. Hey, I was watching this one. This one is touching right here. You guys got to see this. Make sure you guys are watching this one to the end because I promise you, you guys are going to be like, damn. Mind you, these monkeys are not friendly. You can't just mob up and shake one of these monkeys' hands. They're not trying to hang out with you for sure. They're trying to bite and eat. That's what they're trying to do. A monk is exhausted, heat up by the water. Like, I don't even know if that monkey's got much left in him. I'm trying to tell him, just chill out. I'm trying to help, you know? You see, and I thought that was it right here. I thought that was the end of. That's how defeated that monkey is, man. He's not even fighting him anymore. Like he's not even fighting him at all. Maybe initially he gave him the little, but that's just to like let him know, like, "Yeah, I'm still a monkey."
A team of
And just like that, that dude is a martyr. Or not a martyr, a hero to me. Not a martyr. Hope he's still alive.
paleontologists in northern India has made a jaw-dropping discovery, the fossilized remains of a gigantic prehistoric bird high on a Himalayan cliffside. The wingspan is estimated to exceed 20 feet, making it one of the largest avian fossils ever found in Asia. Experts believe the fossil dates back over 40 million years, from a time when the region was
Wouldn't that be one of the Thunderbirds?
a tropical lowland before the Himalayas rose to their current height.
Reddit user Ryman8 got an alert that some movement had been detected inside one of his properties. The building was supposed to be completely empty. This is what the camera captured.
That thing set off the frickin' alarm.
Upon investigation, nothing was stolen from the property, leading some viewers to suspect that this is a genuine ghost caught on camera.
So not only am I moving out, I'm moving the fuck out.
Have you heard that you can't keep a mantis shrimp in a fish tank because they can break it? Do you want to own one but don't know where to start? When I started and got my first mantis shrimp, I put him in a glass tank and thought that was the sketchiest decision ever. Because all I would hear was that they could break their tanks and how it was not recommended to put them in a glass one or even own one at all. And the worst part was he would constantly punch the glass, so I would quite literally wake up with anxiety and check my tank to make sure he didn't break it overnight. But I wanted one so bad, and this tank was the perfect size I was looking for, and I couldn't fit anything much bigger anyway. In fact, it was even on my floor for a while, but I couldn't keep waking up like that, so how did I solve it? I found out that mantis shrimps can live in an acrylic tank because they can't break acrylic. So all I had to do was find an acrylic tank, but that also proved to be a challenge. All the tanks I found online were not right. They were either too big or too small or just not really what I was looking for. Around this time, I had a couple tanks now and would go to the fish store a few times a week. I started to get to know the workers and owner. I told them about my problem and
Was he just showing them baseball cards? Is that what was?
they referred me over to an acrylic guy who can custom make me a tank for my mantis shrimp. It was a little bit more expensive, but I was able to make it exactly the way I wanted now and didn't waste money buying more tanks that wouldn't work. I made it the perfect dimensions for a mantis shrimp to live happily and for me to be able to sleep at night. So surrounding myself with good community helped me get to where I am now, owning mantis shrimps for over 5 years. If you want to own a mantis shrimp, click the link in my bio.
Jerry, what are you doing?
And Mr. President, if you are declaring war against these cartels and Congress is likely to approve.
I'm just gonna say this before he even gets this shit out of his mouth. Stand by this dude's decision with this.
Of that process, why not just ask for a declaration of war?
For sure.
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead.
Taking out people who are bringing in chemical weapons into our country is an absolute no-brainer to me. This is
no-brainer, must have, order now.
war. They are waging it against us. Kill them and kill them dead. We would have done this a few years ago. There are hundreds of thousands of dead American citizens that would still be alive.
That sentence right there is mega fucked up. If you guys could grasp, just think of, okay, let me say this. How many of you have lost somebody due to an overdose? For real. Let me know in the comment. How many of you guys lost somebody due to an overdose? And how many of you would have loved to have prevented it? Sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs and make an omelet, you know? Just saying.
Blow them up. Parts of their bodies everywhere. Part of my problem with the leadership on both sides is that they pussy as fuck and they don't prioritize the American people. In my opinion, this is prioritizing the American people. But what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments.
So, I honestly think Our government should be built to take care of the citizens. How is it not? How is that not the case? How are the citizens of America not just lavishly living? We got people out there fighting wars for our fucking freedom. Why don't we have it? Oh, man. I've watched cops for years violate our constitutional rights. That shit's done. That's done with me.
Do you think you could even hunt a raccoon with a knife?
150%.
Do you think that raccoon might f you up though?
No, man.
How long do you think it takes before that thing is latched a hold of your face, clawing your eyeballs out of your head? Because it tears through your tissue paper thin eyelids like they're nothing, and it's just biting and chewing your eyes out.
Let's find out which dog.
I don't want to find out how long it takes for one of those raccoons to just annihilate me.
Can take your life the quickest, and the last one is the most dangerous of them all. Number 9.
Speaking of annihilation, I'm not trying to get deleted by any of these.
The Great Dane. This dog can take your life in 20 minutes. Number 8, the Boxer. It'll take just 17 minutes for this dog to finish you. Number 7, the Wolf Hybrid. This one can take your life in 15 minutes. Number 6, the Husky. In only 12 minutes, this dog can send you to the other side. Number 5, the Bull Mastiff. It'll take just 10 minutes for this dog to end you. Number 4, the Doberman Pinscher. This one can take your life in just 7 minutes. Number 3, the German Shepherd. It only needs 4 minutes to finish you off. Number 2, the Rottweiler. It can take your life in 3 minutes. But before we reveal number 1, if you're not a coward, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Number 1.
But he said, if you're not a coward, like and subscribe this video. Hey, good morning, my love.
The Pit Bull. It can finish you off in a matter of seconds.
Damn! Meow. Yeah, I don't want to get any part of my family tree's branches broken the fuck off by them dogs. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's so nice. Oh, poor cat. Hey, this cat's a fucking trooper. Look at him. Don't do it, little man. Oh, please let him make it. Hey, somebody throw that cat up there.
I think one of the most insane things that I've ever learned is that if there are aliens out there living in the universe, from their perspective, Earth probably hasn't even formed yet. We humans have been sending out radio.
Hey, listen to this. Dude, we've been thinking about this wrong the entire fucking time. The entire time, we've been thinking that we're going to look through a telescope and see aliens out there. Check this out.
I think one of the most insane things that I've ever learned is that if there are aliens out there living in the universe, from their perspective, Earth probably hasn't even formed yet. We humans have been sending out radio signals since 1974, letting the universe know that, hey, we're here, and they've traveled about 200 light years into the galaxy, which is only about this far. If there are aliens out there and they're looking for friends, do you know what they would see? If they're living 80 light years away from us, World War II is still happening. If they're living 65 million light years away from us, dinosaurs are still walking the planet. And if those aliens are living 4.6 billion light years away, the solar system hasn't even formed yet. Now,
did you hear what he just said? The solar system hasn't even formed yet. Like 4.4 billion 4.6 billion light years away, or whatever it was. That's crazy to me. We've been looking up at the skies for my entire existence, I'm sure. And yet, the whole time I was thinking I was gonna see an alien out there because I thought it was real time, you know what I mean? Thought we were on FaceTime or some shit.
4.6 billion light years is obviously an insane distance, but the universe itself is 93 billion light years across, which means that if there is intelligent life somewhere out there in the universe, for 95% of the places that they could be, Earth hasn't even formed yet.
Hey, baby.
What?
And the other 5%, Earth is still in its beginning stages. Is that crazy? That shit blew my mind when I seen that.
Hey, baby.
What?
I sure do like the way you carving that pumpkin.
Carving this pumpkin's making my arm tired.
Well, maybe if you carved that pumpkin more often, your arm wouldn't be tired.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if the pumpkin had a longer stem, I'd want to carve it more often.
Well, maybe the pumpkin can't help that God gave it a small stem. Even though it's a small stem, it's still a good stem. There's plenty of women that like pumpkins with small stems.
Yeah.
Whether it's hunting or scavenging, the Greenland shark's bite is like nothing else. If it doesn't manage to swallow its prey essentially whole, their teeth sometimes act like a giant hole punch. Beluga whales have been seen swimming around with giant circular chunks missing. And the stomach contents of a Greenland shark are sometimes perfectly round. The circular gate.
Dude, that thing's just thing's literally taking an ice cream scoop of your flesh off of you, adding it to his ice cream cone and swallowing it whole.
Of a Greenland shark is made up of distinct top and bottom sets. The upper teeth are small and pointy, and the lower teeth are broad and square like a razor blade. Their teeth are so sharp that cutting tools were historically made from Greenland shark jaws in Inuit societies.
People do not think critically enough. I mean, critical thinking is a skill in short supply, where people take too many things they assume too many things to be true without sufficient basis in that belief. It's very important that people closely analyze what is supposed to be true and try to build up. Try to say, let's analyze things from first principles, not by analogy or not by convention. If you assume things are true by convention, which is actually what most people do, then it's difficult to gain insight into how things can be bettered.
There's an experiment called the Lines experiment with Dr. Solomon.
I mean, there was a lot to take from that. Take as you want. I take what I want.
You're a volunteered experiment. There's like 15 people in the room. Everybody else but you is in on the experiment.
Okay. So I put these last two about critical thinking because I feel like we need to question the narrative of what's going on in reality today, because shit just doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Like just the work thing, okay? You got to spend a third of your life working, minimum a third of your life working, just to stay afloat. I realized the other day that it cost me about $5,000 a month to stay out of prison. Because if I don't pay that $5,000 a month, I'm living on the streets and I'm doing bad things. So that's not an option. We got to start thinking of, you know what I mean? I got to break the cycle of doing the 9 to 5 because it just ain't cutting it sometimes. You know what I mean? So all this shit that they've been teaching me my whole life, go out, get a good job, go to school, earn an education, get a good job, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, I did all that. And what? You know what I mean? I'm still struggling. That's probably because of my past or whatever, but I don't care. Anyways, yeah, question the narrative. Sorry, I got a little bit else.
They show you these lines, 3 lines on one page, and they show one page that has 1 line on it. So which line on this page is equal to this line
yeah.
over here?
Sorry, I lost my thought for a second, but so we can't just assume the right direction is the way everybody else sees it. Our reality is different than everybody else's. Number one. Number two, like, this is what I'm talking about, having to follow the narrative because everybody else does. And there's so many sheeple out there that it's easy to fall in line with them.
Obviously, on the target line, you're going to pick C.
Right.
Right? I mean, that's glaringly obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Ash is doing this
Clearly.
conformity experiment. These other people in the room all go before you, and everybody in the room, one at a time, says A, 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 A. And it gets around to the person, and this was almost 100%. 100% of people in the experiment would say A. The truth is right in front of their face, and they would go with the group because the group did it. The group is telling them what to choose. If you think of the way that social media manipulates our brain, it falsifies tribal agreement, and it makes us say A.
Right.
So we're willing to ignore everything that we see because we're seeing a tribe say that something else is happening.
Okay.
So it'll override our brain. Our brains are not capable of overcoming this technology. We don't have a firewall. And technology has outpaced our brain's ability to adapt to it. If I can get you to think that most of your tribal members agree to X, then most people, like 90% of people, will say, okay, X is true.
Isn't that wild? Man. Well, I guess that's it for today, guys. That's all my videos I got lined up. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Till next time.